Hey guys, it's Omer from MMOs.com. I'm going to do a quick first impressions gameplay video for Shadowverse. Free to play collectible card game developed and published by a company called Cygames. I'll spend about 10 to 15 minutes running around checking this game out. Make some comments. If you guys want to play Shadowverse or just learn more about it, do check out the full review on MMOs.com on the link below. So let's get started. This is marketed as Japan's #1 card game, and it's actually true. It's very popular in Japan. It launched on Steam in late October of 2016, and it's available on mobile as well. So it's a card game like almost any other. It's commonly referred to as Weebstone because it's Japanese, so there's a lot of anime involved, anime art style at least, and it has very similar mechanics to Hearthstone. So I'll show you a game right now. The game has a solo mission as well, a main story mission, and these are actually all voiced over and quite nice. So the game has a whole bunch of factions. You have Arisa, Forestcraft, Erica, and depending on which one you pick, obviously I like her a lot. Unfortunately, she was actually censored on the English version of the game. What you see here is not in the Japanese version. Her bust is just showing. Here it's covered up, unfortunately, when we cannot see her glorious double Ds. But there's we got 7 playable factions, and these are kind of like classes in Hearthstone. Each has a unique mechanic as well as access to a unique set of cards along with the common cards. Each one has their own story as well, and again, they're all voice acted. I've only done some of hers, and I've played mostly with my friends. There's an arena mode as well, but for now, let's play multiplayer, and let's jump right into ranked. I'm playing my Baka Elf deck, and I labeled it as such, and we'll see how we do. And you'll see some of the mechanics in-game. I do want to say, if it's your first time playing Shadowverse, definitely go to the options and change it to 60 FPS. By default on PC, the game runs at 30 FPS, which is quite horrendous. I'm not sure why they have it that way, because it's awful. Once you put it to 60, the game runs so much better. So we're playing our opponent right now. We got a nice little booty shot over here. Some of the coolest things about Shadowverse is the really nice in-game art. The cards themselves are absolutely gorgeous. If you even like anime a little bit, there's a lot to enjoy, and there's a lot of busty characters. Time for me to prove myself. So we get the mulligan at the beginning. These are all pretty high cost cards. I think I want to have her. Let's just discard all of these. Let's just mulligan everything and see how it goes. I've played 3 ranked games so far. I've won all 3. They've been very easy because I've had a chance to practice against friends as well as play, the story missions. So we have Elf Child May. When she comes into play, Fanfare, deal 1 damage to a random enemy follower, and Fanfare is kind of like Battlecry. As soon as you play them, it does the effect. We're gonna go ahead and we'll play her anyway, just so we can do 1 damage next turn to her maybe. Her deck is interesting. She has heroes that are officers and commanders, and they actually synergize with each other. The way my deck works is if I play multiple cards in 1 turn, certain cards get bonuses. So every single class in the game, every faction in the game, has their own unique mechanic actually. Like, distinctly different too, unlike Hearthstone, where all they have is unique cards and the skill abilities. There's actually a lot more going on here. Nature's Guidance, return an allied follower or an amulet to your hand. It's actually pretty good. We're gonna do this. Hit him for 1. And now we're gonna use our Nature's Guidance to return this to our hand. And the reason is that we play it again, and we get to use this Battlecry again. 1 damage random target. We couldn't target this guy otherwise. He was shrouded, which is untargetable. Again, this exact same mechanic in Hearthstone. And let's go ahead and end our turn. And of course, you get 1 mana per turn. You can attract the battlefield a little bit too. If you click on this knight, he goes whoosh. Though I don't think it's nearly as cool as the maps in Hearthstone. I've already played this a fair amount, so it's not really a first look. It's kind of like a second look, if anything, because I've played at least like 5-6 hours already. I've been enjoying the game a lot. The core mechanics, again, are very similar to Hearthstone. It has received a lot of praise from Hearthstone fans. Some of the big Hearthstone streamers have talked about the game because there's a lot less RNG in Shadowverse than there is in Hearthstone. He's got a 1/1, and he gets a random commander when he plays that. So what can we do? I actually have a pretty... I don't know what I can do right now. This is actually not a great card, but I'm using it because I don't have the cards I want. So we can just go and play this, I guess. We'll drop it to next turn. And then we'll just smack his face. Let's do as much damage as we possibly can. The unique mechanic in Shadowverse that helps set it apart are these evolutions. After, after 2 more turns, I can start evolving. I have 2 evolution, he's got 3. The reason he has more than me is because he goes second. It's kind of the balance of the game. So I have, there, on 1 more turn I can evolve. And when you click on this card, for example, you can see his evolved form as well. He's a 4/4 when he's evolved. He's only a 2/2 right now. This card's a 3/3 when evolved. And certain cards get bonuses when they get evolved. This guy's a 7/7. So their stats obviously increase. But the evolution is actually a really cool mechanic because when you evolve a card, it usually triggers special effects on certain cards. So you have to build your deck around evolutions too. There's a lot going on. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so he's got these guys. We can drop a Water Fairy. And it's going to do 1 damage to random target. Look at that RNG. Boosh! Easy. Put 2 fairies into my hand. That's not a bad idea either. But for now, we'll play this. Don't hurt me. And we're gonna use, of course, you can turn it over to Japanese voice acting too if you want. I could play one more, but I'm scared he has a fan of knives in his hand of sorts. So we're gonna go and kill this and hit him for 2. I want to hold out a couple fairies in my hand because there are cards that do AoE damage and we don't want to lose all my fairies. Now we can start evolving, and this is where the fun begins. Again, we'll see how our opponent is. I've won the 3 ranked games I've played so far pretty easily. I suspect I'm going to win this one too. And we'll start getting better opponents later on. What does this guy do? Fanfare give... I'm sorry, you have no allied officer to buff. Unfortunately, this guy's going to get dumpstered. We have Odin. This guy's pretty badass. He banishes an enemy follower or amulet when he plays. An amulet is not really a creature. It just sits on the field and it activates its effect. And it stays there until you destroy it with a certain card. Here, the creatures can't attack it. They're called followers in this game. Like, for this card, let's see. This is actually really good. +1/+0 to all my allied followers. So let's go ahead and drop this. It includes random effect. Alright, we can do, it'll do 1 damage to that. So we'll play this. It's going to hit by 1, and then we're going to trade with this guy and get a fairy in our hand. Boosh. Hit him over here, and we're definitely going to win this game. The cool thing, too, is actually, when you play a card, you can't attack the turn it came out. However, if you evolve the card you just played, it's allowed to attack an enemy follower. The actual evolution mechanic adds a lot of depth to the game. And what I like too about Shadowverse is because every individual faction, every character has a very unique playstyle. It's not just that they have certain cards. They have certain cards, and they have basically a unique mechanic as well. His mechanic is with this is a commander card. The way commander cards interact with their officer cards is different. So his cards are going to synergize that way. +1/+0 for each enemy follower in play. If there are at least 3, gain resistance to targeted enemy spells. Okay, so this guy's a 5/6 right now. He's going to buff it with his evolution. He's only got 2 left. Now he's going to be even stronger. Now it's a 7/8. This is going to be really rough. Thank God he can't attack us. He could attack one of our characters if he wanted to. Because the turn he comes out, he can't attack. But if you evolve it, it can attack. So this card, for example, give +1/+1 to all allied followers if at least 2 other cards were played this turn. This is a unique mechanic distinctly for my character for the elf deck. Elf and fairy decks. And I'm basically swarming my opponents because I have lots of these 1 mana drop fairies that synergize really well with just basically almost like a zoo deck in Hearthstone. So we still want to kill this. How can we do so though? What's the easiest way to do it? I think we just drop this 6-drop. And I think after we drop him, we can evolve into a 7/7, and we're going to trade like that. Simple enough. Again, I only have 1 evolution left right now. None of these evolution cards I had really get a bonus when they evolve, but certain cards do trigger bonuses, and it's actually really important to synergize your cards that way. I don't have all the cards I want just yet, and we're going to beat him next turn. He's got no chance. You can taunt him too if you want. Whoa! And the animation is really nice between the characters, like, and basically I really love the art in the game for the cards. There are a lot of lewd pictures in there too, which I definitely approve of. But it just overall really spectacular art. Great character art too for the individual factions and characters. I'm not a big fan. The battlefields do seem a little bit iffy. Game's a little too bright too sometimes it feels like. But my biggest concerns really is outside the main core gameplay. The core gameplay I like a lot. All my guys get buffed again. We have Altered Fate. Let's just discard our card, draw a new hand. Boosh. What else do we got over here? This guy's Ward is basically taunt. You know, if you have Ward, they have to hit your guy. And when this guy dies, I get even more fairies from my hand. But let's not mess with them. Let's just end this game and do another one. But there's a good amount of single-player story content too. And Shadowverse, since it launched in late October of 2016, it's been doing really well. Just on Steam, it gets over 4,000 concurrent users. As of this video, it's easily the 2nd most popular CCG on PC after Hearthstone, which says a lot. It's beating everything else right now. And again, I've played it for at least 5-6 hours so far. I did it! I won! So we should get win streak bonus, easy. And we can go rank again if we want. But I want to show you the interface real quick and some of the cards. Another thing I really like about Shadowverse is when you first start playing and you do the tutorial, the game is actually super generous. It gives you like 30-40 packs just for basically doing the basic stuff in the game. Do the tutorial on a new account and you'll get like 30 packs. Normally each pack costs like a little over $1. So you get like over $30 worth of packs for free. And it actually lets you build a deck right away. I mean, I've played a lot of Hearthstone, easily hundreds of hours if not more of Hearthstone. I enjoyed it a lot too. But it takes a while to build up the deck and get the cards you need. Here, the game gives you so many packs for free that you can make the deck you like by disenchanting the cards you don't like. The disenchanting system and card crafting is identical to Hearthstone. In fact, many of the core gameplay mechanics are identical to Hearthstone, but the game stands apart with its different factions and evolution mechanics. Boosh! We got nothing good here. No legendaries. Ripperino. We got a penguin wizard. How cool does that look? Again, the character art is super gorgeous. Whenever you play a spell, gain +1/+0 until end of turn. Nice. We got the Giant Slayer. I'm a fan of what she's got going on over there. Strength enemy follow with at least 5 attack. And it's really cool that each of the classes, they play distinctly different. There's even unique mechanics built in. Like, the Bloodcraft, for example, gets bonuses when they're below, like, 10 HP. So they have cards that actually do some damage to them, but when they're below 10 HP, it basically enhances the rest of their cards, and they can do a lot of fun stuff with that. Alright, let's get out of there. Let's see if we got any other packs to open. There's 2 sets right now. We can buy more packs if we want to, but I'm not going to right now. And let's get back out of here. Arena runs are always fun too. You can play private arenas with your friends as much as you want to, which is a really good mechanic. I'm pretty sure that's not available in Hearthstone too. So being able to play against your friend and just arenaing to get random cards and just have fun without, you know, paying is remarkable, and it's a lot of fun. The really bad parts are the interface outside the game. In order to add friends, you have to get a stupid friend code. I have my friends added over here. You have to actually type in their user ID, which is basically a friend code like in Nintendo DS. You have to get this stupid ID number on this menu, copy, and send it to your friends. It's a hassle, and the interface doesn't feel streamlined. And that's because the game was originally designed on mobile, and it was released on PC afterwards. It's available on PC mobile as well in the US, so if you want to play it there, definitely check it out. And basically all my friends who have played Shadowverse so far, including Hearthstone fans who are... I've been maining this the Forest Craft for a while. I've been hearing it's OP. Obviously, I'm still a complete noob, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. Cards, it's just really fun to swarm my enemies. But there's over 500 cards at the moment too, which is pretty great for a game that just launched in the US. It's been out in Japan for some time, obviously, but I want to hit a few key points once again. The fact that you get 40 packs just for starting the game and doing the tutorial is amazing. You can build a deck that you enjoy right off the get-go. In Hearthstone, it took me forever to get the cards I wanted to make a fun deck that I actually wanted. And I didn't have to disenchant that many cards either. I've only disenchanted like 1 legendary, and that gives me enough points to make whatever I want. And with your 40 packs, you get like 7, 8 legendaries anyway. Alright, we don't want this. We don't want that. This is not bad. Fairy Circle. We got the same arena too. There are different arenas. I just happened to get this one twice. We can taunt while it's their turn. Actually, we get to go first. Nice. We'll drop our Fairy Circle and end our turn. We can do... Whoa! We can do...
Time for target practice.
And similar to Hearthstone, you can't communicate with your opponents beyond just these voice emotes. This guy might know what he's doing. Let's hopefully he doesn't. He dropped an amulet. This is actually a really cool mechanic. The priestess lady she's playing, her deck really has a lot of countdown cards. At the end of 2 turns, this amulet summons a Holy Falcon. If you click on it, it'll tell you what that is. It's a 2/1 with Storm, which just means he can attack the turn he comes out. And her faction's deck relies on putting amulets on the field with countdowns on them, and the countdowns tick down once per turn. But the beauty is she actually has this gives me 2 fairies when I play it. I like fairies. Again, the beauty is that she has cards in her deck that actually reduce those countdowns as well. So she can play a creature, a follower rather, the game calls them followers, and that creature will actually reduce the countdown on all her amulets or one of her amulets. And sometimes if you evolve a certain card, it'll also do that as well. So she doesn't have too many creatures to put down right now, but she's doing all that good stuff. I can get a lot of new cards, and this is actually pretty effective because I'd be sacrificing my my 1-mana fairies, which I got for free from playing this card, to basically draw new cards. I'll probably do that after I play something else. Let's do this again too to get more cards in our hand, and why not? I might do it next turn. The reason I'm not doing it right now is I want to use my... This is a spell card, Sliven Justice. It does 2 damage to a card, and then I get to draw a card afterwards. He gets a 2/1, a Falcon off that. Again, he gets 3 evolutions, I only get 2, and that's because he's going second. Alright, let's see what we can do. He's gonna get, what does this do? Summon a Regal Falcon. There are cards to delete these amulets before they trigger, but I don't think I have any in my deck right now. This is actually pretty solid. 1 damage to enemy follower, we're gonna play that and basically kill this for free. I don't think I have anything else to play right now. It may be a good idea to just redraw everything. I feel like this might be the play. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and do that. Boosh, give me new cards. Nice. So we have Nature's Guidance. This is pretty good too. I can replay another card if I need to. Let's just... Why not? You know what? Let's just YOLO the board. Let's just fill up the board. You only have 5 things on the board at once. Actually, I didn't play a creature. We're gonna hit his face. And our turn is done. We'll see how our opponent does this time. Now he can evolve, so she can just click on her card, and if she evolves, it becomes a 4-3 instead of a 2-1, which I believe she may do. Because again, she has 3 evolutions. She has that 1 extra evolution for going second. They do say going first is still an advantage, despite the fact that it seems strong. Oh man, he's got Priest of the Cudgel. What does this do? When he evolves, you banish an enemy follower with 3 or less defense. So he only gets the ability if he evolves it. Alright, we took a bit of damage right now. I think we'll be okay though. I think we'll be okay. Now we can evolve as well. So what seems to be our play? We have a lot of options. This basically destroys any follower and does 2 damage to the leader. We can destroy target, creature card. We'll play that if we need it for bigger enemies. I'm thinking we're going to play our archer and do 2 damage randomly. That might be the play.
The forest is with me.
Drop the archer, and then let's drop this.
Hey, let's play.
You can evolve these cards as well, but they're only 3/3s. The more mana the card costs, it typically evolves to a stronger enemy as well. This evolves to a 4/4. I can trade for this. I'm better off trading with this though. So we're gonna go ahead and that seems to be the play. It's not great, but I don't want him on the field. So we evolve our fairy, crashing into this. Again, not very efficient because it's only a 1/1 we're evolving, but it turns to a 3/3. And he'll get arrowed, and we'll go hit face. And our turn is done. But again, I've been playing already for like 6-7 hours, probably a bit more actually. I'm probably undershooting that. Been playing with my friends, and so far everyone really likes it that I've played with. Solid music in the background too. And you can play on mobile too. It's just appalling to me that the default FPS was at 30. Trust me, change it to 60, otherwise you're going to hate it. Look how nice this card looks too. We got some. There's a lot of loot pictures in this game, alright? There's a lot of like succubuses and good stuff. Alright, this guy in 3 turns he's going to trigger something else. Countdown 3, summon a Holy Falcon and a Holy Flame Tiger. That's not good. He starts with countdown 3, so it'll be a while. He can't get those right away. This is pretty interesting too. Put fairies into your hand until your hand is full. That's a lot of fun too. Destroy an enemy follower. We don't actually have too much we can play. I think the play may be to play. I don't want to evolve this though. It's such a waste. And I don't want to use my. We're doing it. I gotta do it. It's really inefficient, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna play Dance of Death, and we're gonna kill this. It's not an efficient play, but YOLO. And then we can play. I wanted to play something else, but do we kill this? I can crash 2 into it, or we just hit his face. I think the play might be to kill this. And then we hit his face. And these will both tick down for next turn. Alright, we better win. This he's only got 3 cards either. We have a lot more flexibility. And each of these fairies, I get 2 more fairies when I play them. Put a random countdown amulet from your deck into your hand. Again, every deck, every class in this game plays distinctly different. Whereas every class in Hearthstone, they have different cards, yes, but their one ability isn't really that big of a game changer, you know? Whether you're getting 2 armor for the warrior, whether you're doing one damage as the mage, they're great, but it just doesn't have the same impact as the unique mechanics in this game. Because building decks around cards that count down, it seems a bit odd, but every single character has their own mechanic. Mine is swarming with these fairies, and being able to play multiple fairies to combo certain cards. Next turn we can play Odin, which might do it, which will help. We can drop this. We can drop. I don't have a lot of. I need better cards right now. All right, we're gonna. What else can we do? Let me draw a card too. We can. I think I just gotta hit. I mean, there's not much I can do here. I'm gonna. I don't know what to do. I think we just hit face. I can YOLO drop this too. Why not? When she evolves, actually, no, nothing when she evolves. It'll be a 4/4. So I think the play is we just hit her face for 1. YOLO. If she's Fan of Knives, I'm going to get dumpstered. And Fan of Knives is 1 damage to everything. So that card triggered and she drew cards. These are both going to trigger next turn. It's going to hurt me a lot. He's going to get 2 cards from this. 2 enemies. Holy Falcon and the Holy Flame Tiger. A 4/4 and a 2/1. And they can both evolve as well. They can be evolved as well. Luckily, you can only evolve 1 per turn. If you like CCGs, definitely give Shadowverse a try. Oh god, disaster. And he's gonna get what else? And he draws 2 cards. All right, he's gonna hit me for 4. It looks like more if he evolves this if he wants. Next time we gotta clear the board a bit. I guess I can use my Odin. I can actually use my Odin to kill this Beast Call Arya. He's gonna get 2 creatures out of this, so I feel like I might have to. That that might be the play. I can evolve my Odin to a 6-5 as well, and then trade for and kill his 4-4. That's my play. There's really not much else I can do. It'll take all my mana though. Come on, hurry up. I gotta taunt you while I wait. We can do Sorry. Alright, this is actually really good too. Restore X defense to your leader. X equals number of cards in your hand. I definitely want more cards in my hand before I do this. I might synergize it with this card, which gives me a full hand later. But for now, we have to do this. Actually, let's do this first. And then we're going to play our Odin. We're going to kill... Hold on, which one was the good one? Just going to give him 2 creatures. And we can't have that, you know? We don't have to have 2 creature cards in the field. So we're going to play Odin and destroy that. And he's got a cool animation when he comes in because he's a legendary. I think he's one of the higher rated legendaries in the game too. Okay, so now we gotta kill this. I can just crash into it. Actually, we can just do 4 damage to face too, which is not bad. But we want to get a nice and clear board, so we're gonna go ahead and kill this. And then we're gonna evolve this, just so we can kill this 4-4. Because when you evolve a card, they can attack the turn they come out. But they cannot hit face when they come out, when they get evolved. We can attack this. And now we hit him for 2, and our turn is done. I feel like we're still in a good position. Next turn, I can do a lot. I can even, if I want, I can just return this guy to my hand too, and replay him. Because his ability is very strong. But the problem with that is he costs 8 mana. So returning to my hand may not be the optimal play. Your evil deeds end now. So he's going to evolve that probably. Banish an enemy follower with 3 or less defense. So he's going to evolve that and then banish this. His defense is down to 1. So he's going to evolve and it'll kill this and I'll be boned. Oh, she's got this one too. I was kind of hoping she evolved this one, but I'm in trouble. This guy's donezo. Alright. And he attacked. So his ability triggered on my Odin, and then he's attacked my other card. Alright, what can we do? If I play 2 cards, and then him, it gives everything +1/+1. So we can actually make this guy a 2/2, which could be a lot of fun. Or we can just play this. This may be the play. I think I'm going to play this, but before I play that, we can play... Do we have mana for this? Do we have 3 extra mana? Yeah, we do. So we play this, return this to our hand, right? And then let's just draw a card. And then we get to play... We get to play a 1 mana drop, right? A 1 mana drop. 2 mana drop, JK. And then we're going to put down the card we just did. And then we get 2 more cards in our hand, which have a max hand right now, 9 cards. And now let's just play Fairy Beast, and we gain life equal to the number of cards in our hand. And of course, you can't get beyond 20, unfortunately, which is your starting amount, which I didn't know until now. So I learned something new in this video. Nice. Apologies for the length. We're going to call it after this video, but I feel like we're going to win. I'm feeling good about this game. We're up to 20. She's got quite a few cards in her hand right now, though. There are a lot of crazy good cards for her class. There's a card that actually wins the game if it counts down enough. There are cards that play really strong creatures after they count down enough. Oh no, Dance of Death. Alright, we're in minor trouble. He's got board control, which is unfortunate. I have no more summons left either. I can't upgrade my guys. Yikes! We're back down to 13. What can we do? We can buff this guy, I think. Alright, we're gonna have to do the play might be... Alright, we'll play this. We play this. We want to get the board as full as possible before we play our this thing. 4, and then we play this one. And because I play these 2 other cards this turn, it makes everything +1/+1 bigger. Unfortunately, only 1 guy can attack right now. I wish I could evolve this. If I could evolve this, I can attack this turn as well. And I could trade for this. But I only have 2 evolution points, and they ran out. There's a certain legend that actually gives your evolution points back, which is super important. But I can still kill this. But it's the ball is in this court right now. He's got evolution, and he's got this is ticking down still. If he can't clear my board, I'm gonna win. But he most likely can. Oh no, a legendary. What does it do? Oh no, he's upgrading it too. It's a 5/7. He's gonna trade with this with 2 points maybe. They return fully restored. No, that's so annoying. Oh, and he's got storm. Oh no. So you can attack my face with 5, 6, 7. You can do a lot of damage. Not enough though. Not enough. 9, 10, 11 damage to my face right now because this has storm. But he's gonna hit this and get down to 1. He's gonna 1 HP and heal back up again, and then he's gonna hit me with 2 over here and trade. That's what I think he's gonna do. Or he's gonna YOLO my face. Does he have a win? Is he gonna win? Can I not do math? Okay, no, he ended his turn. All right, maybe he's retarded. He could be, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, he may be retarded. Yes. All right, let's see what we can do. We hit this for 2. We kill his taunt, and we hit him 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We win. I don't know why he did that. I do not understand. What's your name? Thank you, Mr. Japanese man. So we're gonna kill this taunt, and now he doesn't realize what we can do. We're gonna hit his face and win. Thank you. And that's my easy game. I envy you. Yeah, you. I don't know. You could have. I don't know what you were aiming for. You didn't have lethal, but you went for it. A loss. Bronze games for the win. But again, I've played quite a few games in private. I've played story missions. I built a pretty decent deck, and we won. We did it. We're beginner 3. I have yet to lose a ranked game, but I've only played so few. I've only played 5. A lot of single player missions. The only big downside, and it's a downside, is the interface. It's definitely a game that's designed for mobile, and they port it to PC afterwards. But it's still a lot of fun. I've been playing on my phone as well, and it works. You can link your Steam account with your phone, and it just works on mobile. And it's on Steam too, which is always a plus. Anyway, guys, that's Shadowverse. I definitely recommend checking it out. I've been having a lot of fun. If you guys want to play it or learn more about it, do check out the full review on MMOs.com on the link below. Anyway, guys, later.